Hello friends. In the last video, we have seen about the merge sort. I welcome you on behalf of Tulsiramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering in our Department of Information Technology for the subject Design Analysis of Algorithm, in which we'll see about how the quicksort works or the complete analysis of quicksort algorithm. Before going this, I want to inform you that there are certain sorting challenges that we all are facing, that every single user, those who are using any different sorting algorithm, are facing. What are that? Sort a file of huge records with small keys. Like we know that reorganizing your mp3 files, it's a huge record, but the files, the name of that files are very small, a record is very huge. Which method is to use? The answer is very simple. You can use merge sort, guaranteed it will give you n log n time. You can use selection sort, you can use bubble sort, but a custom algorithm for huge records or teeny with respect to your small keys can be possible, and insertion sort can also be possible. So insertion sort or bubble sort are not at all able to use. They give you too many exchanges. N number of sortings may occur unless and until you get frustrated in that case. Selection sort, yes, we can able to use selection sort since it take linear time for exchanges. So it can be quite amount of stage, we are able to accept it. Merge sort or custom method, probably not, since selection sort compiler does less swap. So we'll not use that merge sort or custom method. We'll give you the quick sort. Sort a huge randomly ordered file of small records can be another challenge for you. In that case, the applications are like process transaction record for a phone company or any telephone organization. So which sorting method is used? So there are four different methods, as we know: bubble, selection, merge, and insertion. Whereas merge gives you n log n time, but ordered files you will go with merge sort. Selection sort, no, it takes somewhat quadratic time. Bubble sort, it again takes quadratic time for randomly ordered keys. Insertion sort, no, it requires, it again takes quadratic time for randomly ordered keys. We'll go with merge sort since it is designed for this problem itself, for ordered files where the sorting is huge but and everything is randomly. So we'll go with the ordered files. Sorting challenge 3: sort a file that is already almost in order. The applications are like resort a huge database after few changes, where we'll go with the double check that someone else sorted a file. Which sorting method is used in that case? So the answer from that, like merge sort guaranteed the runtime algorithm, selection sort also is an option, bubble sort custom algorithm for for order, for almost in odd order files, and then insertion sort, in which the selection sort we are not able to prefer since it takes quadratic time. Bubble sort again we are not expecting cause bad for some definitions of almost in order. And like an insertion sort, if see, like, yes, we'll go with that insertion sort in such a case for stronger files that are almost in order. So we'll go with that insertion sort. Merge sort or custom method, probably not, since insertion sort is a simpler and a faster method. Insertion sort is a simpler, and I can say it is a very faster method. So quick sort will enter, or how that quick sort works. Quick sort is a sorting in which we are going to divide the list of elements into two different parts again, where a partition of array is in two sub arrays. Like we know that if we are going to sort any different algorithm, like which belongs to divide and conquer strategy, so first of all we need to divide it into two different parts. Like merge sort, quick sort is a divide and conquer algorithm. As we know, it picks an element as a pivot, that I will come later on. And then there are many different versions of quicksort that pick pivot in different ways, like always pick the first element as a pivot, always picks the last element as a pivot, pick random element as a pivot, or pick median as a pivot. No. So the key process in quicksort is partition. Unless and until we are going to partition it, divide the list into parts, the sorting may not get process. So a target of partition is nothing but given an array and element x of array as a pivot, put x as its correct position in sorted array, and put all smaller elements, that means that the elements which are smaller than x will be kept on before x, and the element which are greater than x will be kept after x. As simple as that. So uh, again we need to conquer recursively a of p comma p to q, a of q plus 1 up to r using quicksort, and then we are going to combine it. How that travel method is like the arrays are sorted in place, no additional work is required to combine them, and the entire array is now sorted, is like this. So uh, that quicksort is like initially p is equal to 1, r is equal to n. If p is less than r, then q partition apr with respect to quicksort, and the recurrence so of course it is the recursive process. Unless and until you will get the complete list of sorted elements, the whole process it may get in a recursion order again and again. How that recurrence is like t of n is equal to t of q plus t of n minus q plus f of n, where f of n depends on partition. Choosing the partition, that there are different way to do this. It has every possible way has its own advantages and disadvantages. Where select a pivot element x around which to partition, which grows two regions, is like a p of I is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to a of j to r. First of all, if I'm going to give it like this, 532644137, and we need to select the pivot, say 5. Whatever the elements, those who are less than 5 will be on the left hand side of 5, and whatever the elements which are greater than 5 will be on the right hand side of the 5. So every single element is get compared with 5, and it can swap its position. 5 with 3, first element is 3, for example, j is the last element, and I will say that compare it with 5, and if I compared it with 5, I found that, or the system may found that it's less than 5, so it will be kept before 5, and it will take the place of 5 itself. So the new elements or new position of elements are like 33264157. Now Now, again it may get compared with other elements. We can add so on, unless and until all the elements get sorted. Another example is like this. If I choose like 5 as a pivot, on the left hand side of 5, whatever the elements which are less than 5 can come together, and or on the right hand side, whatever the elements which are greater than 5 can come together. See, 5 3 2 6 4 1 3 7 are the given elements, and from that given elements, if I choose 5, I will keep 5 in any place, say it in the middle, and then compare each and every element like this. 3 is compared with 5, of course it is less than 5, so we'll keep first. Next is 2, which is less than 5, again kept it on the left hand side. 6, which is greater than 5, will shift it towards right hand side of 5. Then 4, 4 is less than 5, so I'm going to keep it 4 on the left hand side. 1 again on the left hand side of 5, 3 on the left hand side of 5, and 7 on the right hand side of 5. That's it. In that case, on the left hand side, again I need to keep any random pick any random sort to arrange elements. On the right hand side, again pick any different value as a pivot to arrange all the elements in a sorted order. At the end, if you do the process again and again, unless and until all the elements are get sorted, you may get the complete list of sorted element at last. Partitioning the array is like x of a of p, x is a of p, I is p minus 1, j is r plus 1, that is real plus 1, whereas if do repeat, j is j of j minus 1 until a of j is less than or equal to x. Do repeat the whole process unless and until you will get the final answer of sorted elements. Of as we know that this is the process of complete recursion, so recursion can take place with the help of this, like partition, APR, quicksort APQ, and quicksort A comma q plus 1 comma r. The recurrence relation for the same is t of n is equal to t of q plus t of n minus q plus n. Worst case partitioning is equal to order of n square, and best case partitioning is equal to order of n by 2. Order of n log n by using, say, master theorem. And this is all about your quicksort. So performance of quicksort is in terms of running time. Quicksort always when levels alternate between good and bad splits is order of n log n. Thank you for your patience hearing. Thank you very much.